Good afternoon. Welcome to the silence camp. Why do we have a silence camp? Why do we need silence? Life, as we know, is full of chaos, full of goals, desires, as if we are on a journey to get something big. And yet, our every single day ends up in fatigue, tiredness, and we go to sleep, wake up in the morning, again the same desire, same goals makes us run, and we run without any clear direction, clear vision of what we are really doing. We say that we are living life, but looks like the life is living us. It's like we are in a crowd, and the whole crowd is moving, and along with the crowd we are also moving. Even if we don't make any efforts, we move anyway. We say we lived another day. Actually, the life lived another day out of us. You did not have to make any efforts to get bigger, older. You did not have to make any efforts to have another sunrise, another moonrise, another day, another night. You're not even making any efforts to breathe. You're not making any efforts to have your heart beat. Everything is happening. And yet we put our ego in the middle of all these things. That I lived my life. Life is mundane, repetitive. So what do we do? Here we are together to experience the inner silence. Inner silence is where the sansar, as you know, comes to a dead halt. All your goals, all your dreams, all your objectives, they stand still for 24 hours. We are here to analyze our own life, what we are really doing, where we are going, why we are going. Is there any other outlet out of this? Is there something else that we need to understand about life than we already know? Our knowledge right now is only about the objects that are around us, people that are around us, and the situations which arise in front of us. These objects, people, and situations are created with the interactions of ultimately building blocks of matter, molecules. Ultimately creates these objects, people, situations. Matter continuously changes its path. it goes from one object to another. Birth, growth, decay, death. These are the four cardinal rules of the material world. We try to know the world, but we barely know it because we don't know what really operates this material world. Where did this material world come from? Why are we wasting so much time on this material world where ultimate destination of all the matters is death, including our body and our mind? Is this where we should be investing our consciousness, our awareness, whole life? Is it worth investing the whole life for something like this, which is perishable, which is mrityu dharma? So let's reanalyze the focus of our life. Silence is what we are looking for. Through the deep meditative processes, we're gonna go deeper and be a witness of the whole world, of which our body is part of which our mind is part of. We're just gonna watch the activity of our mind, activity of our body as a separate entity. This is gonna take us to a field, a medium in which this drama of sansar is being played at. We're gonna come out of our clouds consciousness. We're gonna realize our existence as a space. We have a bigger existence. We have a bigger identity. The identity that we have been living with is fake, illusory, and perishable. Mrityu dharma, destined to die. We have another identity which we're gonna explore via the medium of silence. Silence is infinite. Noise comes and goes. Clouds come and go. Silence remains forever. Space remains forever. If bangles are made out of gold, bangles can be destroyed. Gold cannot be destroyed. Whole sansar is like a pot made out of mud. Destroy the sansar, mud does not disappear. Destroy the pot, mud remains. Destroy the sansar, the consciousness, the silence, the space remains. This is the opportunity to find out your real truth. Find out the real knowledge of all the knowledges. Right now we are happy with knowing the objects of the world, people, situations of the world. But that's a partial knowledge because the entity which is holding on to this knowledge is gonna die. Your mind will have no meaning once you die. All the knowledge that you acquire about the worldly objects, people, or situations is gonna perish with your body. All your ideas, all your thoughts, all your beliefs will come to an end. We are living a life which has no future. Together, let us go within, do a satsang, find our inner silence from where all the noise comes out, stays for a while, and merges back into this vast zone of silence. Silence is not just the freedom from the noise. Silence is freedom from the thoughts, freedom from our day-to-day life, from our beliefs, our ideas. Drop all your beliefs, drop all your ideas, and you will still exist. Go deep within in meditation. Shut off the whole world which has been useless. Enter into the realm of vast consciousness which has created this beautiful universe. That's what's making you breathe. That's what's making your hearts beat. That's what is operating you from your birth to your childhood, to the adolescent, to middle age, and your death. Everything is handled by this vast consciousness. Find this vast field of inner silence. Drop all your thoughts, all your identities, your name, your body, the connections of your body, all the relatives, all your valuable objects that you might have thought of, all the valuable people you might have been thinking of. Put everything away. Go deep within. Find your true identity in this silence camp. This will reprogram your life. Only in relation to the silence you will realize the futility of life. Silence is Shashvat Dharma. It's permanent, something that cannot be destroyed. Only in relationship with this Shashvat element, you will realize the transientness of this so-called life. It will put your runnings into a different perspective. Is it really worth it? It will put your goals into different perspective. Is it really worth it? All the life full of chaos, arguments, desires, interactions. Is it really worth it compared to the peace of the inner silence? Go within. Find the real truth of life. If you see a rose, it's not the stem of the rose that's important. It's not the petals that are important. It's not even the flower that's important. What you extract out of the rose, the fragrance, the beauty, that's important. Sansar is that rose, people, objects, situations are its leaves and petals. The silence is the essence of this sansar. Silence is the beauty of this sansar. Look at the sansar as an object. The fragrance of sansar is within you in this field of vast silence. Welcome to the silence camp. Have a good day.